Good morning. We're back for a little Tuesday devotion today. And today we're going to talk about what is impossible in your life. What seems impossible and what does God say about that? Maybe you're facing a terminal illness. Maybe you're facing losing your job and your finances. You're worried about losing your home. Maybe you're in the process of divorce or you're afraid that your marriage is headed there and it just seems impossible. But God does the impossible. He tells us in Luke, for with God nothing is impossible. So it gets down to, do you believe that? Do you believe that nothing is impossible with God? Well, see, Abraham is a great example of that because he believed it. I think he had such an intimate relationship with God that he knew that with God nothing is impossible. See, God told Abraham and Sarah, you're going to have a child. And Sarah was so very old and she laughed at God. And you get that, right? Can you imagine if the Lord told you you're going to have a child in your 90s? I'd be like, ah! But God gave them Isaac. See, he does the impossible. He said to Abraham in Genesis 18, is anything too hard for God? And no, the answer is no, nothing is too hard for God. So what is God maybe speaking to you about in your life? And you're saying, I can't do that. That's impossible. Why would he ask that of me? You know, I've been praying about something that seems pretty impossible myself, but I've come to the place to believe that if God placed it here, if he's speaking to me, I don't have to work it out. He does the impossible. You know, there's a verse in Isaiah, it's either 41 or 43, and it's one of my favorite verses because it simply talks about how God will place a juniper or a cypress out in the desert, and everyone who sees it is going to know that I did that because only God could have done something like that. And see, that's what I want in my life. I want him to do something that's so unimaginable and something that I can't explain or figure out how it happened because only God could have done that. So do you believe he can do that in your life? What seems impossible to you today that you have been praying about or something that's really been bothering you? I ask you today to hand it over to the Lord. Remember in Genesis 18 it says, is anything too hard for God? And my friends, the answer every time will be, nothing is. It's all about our belief. Do we believe and trust him? And I'm telling you today, he is our all-powerful, wonderful Lord, and we can trust him. 'Cause God will make a way when there seems to be no way. Forever he is faithful, and God, he will make a road when we bear a heavy load. I know that God will make a way. I can't wait to see the impossible things he's going to do with our lives. It's exciting to see. Happy day, my friends.